do? Hello guys, what's up? How are you doing? Today we are going to analyze one of mine another games against a young opponent, one kid that I played with. So let's get started without no more words to spare. Knight f3. Yeah, sir. e5. My opponent plays e5. It seems to be a tricky move. So I didn't take this pawn. You can say whatever you want, that I was scared and stuff, but actually I never underestimate any of my opponents, even young, especially young. Bishop e6. After this move, which is not a great move because you are just putting your bishop in front of your own pawn, not letting it to be pushed. White here comes with a developing move which just improves their position. g3. I'm looking forward to put my bishop on the fianchetto square in order to get a nice, strategically enjoyable position further. Knight f6, bishop g2, king castling. I'm castling as well, and now he actually decides to move his bishop for the second time, which is not a bad idea, but the issue is he gains some activity throughout this projectile of his bishop, but he hangs the pawn. So I snap this pawn right away because I estimate that my king is in the safety, so I can go for the pawn. e6. He attacks my knight, so I decide to retreat it. Bishop e6. He develops his another piece, which is a good idea. d4. I'm going for the expansion towards the center. At the same time, I attacked his bishop, so he dropped his bishop back on the b6 square, which is totally fine. I play knight g5 in order to attack to harass his bishop and probably make him move his bishop for the second time. I also decide to play this move because there is no problem if he chases my piece, because I will just recenter my knight toward the center, or just drop this back, which is totally fine for me. The second great idea of bishop g5 in this very position is providing some activity to my bishop. Directly strikes b7 and creates an immediate threat on winning b7 and then his rook. So actually in this position he doesn't have any choice except playing bishop c8 or bishop d5, offering me an exchange, but after this move I would play e4. So let's get back to the position. He plays d5 in this position. I decided to exchange my pieces. Actually, I played this quite clumsy because you can see the engine shows that as well an option playing e2, e4, and after that we would get this position where I could just reinforce my pawn with such moves as rook e1 or f3 or knight c3, as well as I could just push this pawn, which is totally fine. I just managed to gain some tempos on his bishop and install a great solid center, solid pawn chain on the center. So what we got there? I exchanged the pieces, played queen d3. Actually, this move is a tricky one because I create an immediate threat on checkmating my opponent. And the only move he actually got in this position was knight f6. But as well he had g6, and he didn't play any of those moves. Unfortunately for my opponent, he just didn't see the threat and he blundered the checkmate. So that was the end of this position. Basically, my opponent was a novice, so it was all right to lose this game because he got a lot of things to learn in the future. And with enough perseverance, with enough consistency, you can always do better. As you have seen in the position during the video, continue the game, he could have just played the right move and it would be totally fine. From my perspective of an experienced player, I've got information that he was a total beginner, but nevertheless, I didn't put my guard down. I was focused until the end of the game, since the game goes on as long as the time has not ended. Remember this. Like and subscribe, guys, and take care.